So, before we even get into this review, I just have one question for you guys. What did you guys do last summer? Because me, I was just, relaxing and chillaxing, maybe going to the pool that I have at my house, just being chill. Just yeah, just relaxing. Well, that's how my summer went anyway. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Daniel Strung from QuickTime Reactions, and this weekend is not as busy as my last weekend, but it is still a very busy weekend because um, two movies came out this weekend, and this weekend I plan on having a special video out for you guys over the weekend, so definitely look forward to that special video, as well as me wrapping up my Forever Classic series. We will be taking a look at the final film that I think kind of embodies Fantastic Four. Excuse me. And that is Incredibles 2, which I'm very much looking forward to talking about. But that is all in the future. Right now, we are going to be talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. No, and not the original film back in 1997. It's either 96 or 97, one of the two. It is the requel that is out right now. This movie stars Madeline Klein, Chase Who Wonders, Jonah Howard King, Sarah Pidgeon, Tyreek Weathers, as well as two of the stars from the original film, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. So, picture it, shall we? Group of 5 friends. They're out and about 4th of July weekend, and something bad happens. And they make the vow to themselves they're never going to talk about it. A year passes, and they all convene back in the town of Southport because, well, one of them, Danielle, I believe is Madeline Klein's character's name, she is getting married. But some specters of the past are reminding her that they know what they did last summer. And so it is up to this friend group and some people that have survived in the past to try and figure out this situation before the fisherman gets you on his hook. So let's just break down the history of this franchise. So the original, again, coming out in either like 96 or 97, was one of those horror movies that definitely brought back the relevance of the slasher. It's like this and Scream were like the two big ones that really sent horror into the stratosphere in the 90s and kind of revitalized the slasher. Its sequel, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, wasn't as received as warmly by everybody else, but to many audience members, it was still a pretty fun time. And there was also a direct-to-DVD movie that was made years after I Still Know, and it was I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. And everyone agrees that that is a big stinking pile of garbage. So we now have this movie, and I had a pretty fun time with it. It definitely kind of brought back those feelings of like a 90s slasher, just like with all of the killing, which is all done with the fish hook, minus a few things here and there, and the constant finger pointing, trying to figure out who's the fisherman. Like, those are the vibes that that like Scream and the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, those are like the vibes that, it set, and I think they perfectly captured that to a T. The cast in this, I think, did a pretty good job. Madeline Klein, who I swear is a doppelganger for Florence Pugh. Like, in some shots, she looks like Florence Pugh. Like, it's absolutely insane. She did a really good job in this, as well as Chase Hugh. Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this last name. I know it. Chase Sue Wonders. I think she did a really good job as kind of the it's either, I think it's Julie. Yeah, Julie, as like our Julie proxy for this movie. I think everyone else did a really, really good job as well. There are so many instances in this movie where, it looks like they're going to go into the direction like, oh, this person's probably the fisherman, but no, that's not what happens. Then it's like, oh, maybe it's this person. No. And I love the fact that there are so many viable options for who the fisherman could be. I think that's really, really smart and really, really cool. I don't want to spoil who ends up being the fisherman, because I think that's a pretty cool reveal. And I want you guys to experience that for yourself. So I'm not going to say who it is. The direction I thought was really, really good. The opening of the film recreates that iconic, like, low shot of like the coastline, scene in the original film. I thought that was really, really cool. A lot of chase scenes that are like set in similar locations to the first film. I thought that was also a really, really cool touch as well. And just going back to, lots of people being kind of brought up as like, oh, you could be the fisherman. I think that comes down to really, really good writing, and it escapes my mind who else wrote the script with the director, because the director also wrote the script as well. But I think they both did an absolutely amazing job at, coming up with plausible reasons for, all these characters to potentially be the fisherman, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. There is a reveal in this that some people might not get on board with, and some will. I am one of those that I think fully supports this decision, because I've always had, a thought in my mind about horror movies, and to see it actually be enacted was really, really cool, and I appreciate that aspect of the film. There is also a post-credit scene for this movie that could potentially pave the road for a sequel sometime down the road. But we'll have to see if that sequel even comes to fruition. But I really enjoyed that post-credit scene at the end of the movie. So stick around for that post-credit scene. But yeah, that is going to pretty much do it for my review of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, kind of giving things without being too spoilery, because again, I would very much like you to go and see this film. Really good performances from the cast, really good writing, really good direction. It's just a solid little horror film, like just really, really good all the way around. And I had a fun time watching it, and really enjoyed the twists and turns that it took along the way. and also enjoyed that post-credit scene as well. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me on this review, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of the requel of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe out there, and remember, if you guys have, urban legends around 4th of July in your hometown, I would just stay in my house and not do anything. That's probably the simplest way to avoid having a serial killer, or just a slasher villain in general, just, following you around constantly. Just my opinion. And I will see you guys next time.